But everybody has their hill to die on. The question is, are you going to die on every hill? Many of you are either in or headed to or headed out of college, and you encounter one of the most dangerous species on planet Earth, the liberal professor. My first encounter with a liberal professor was, now, first of all, you need to understand, I went to Mercer University. I got a scholarship to go to Duke. I went up, saw Duke. It was a very beautiful campus, but the people were very insistent that I needed them. They didn't need me. My mom insisted I go check out the small Baptist school in Macon, Georgia, Mercer. And I said, it's like, Baptist University, it'll be fairly safe. My first week in school, my professor decided to breastfeed her 3-year-old in front of us before deciding that we needed to go experience the world and have our first experience at a gay bar at a Baptist university. I was a little bit flummoxed by the whole thing. And then I went to church, and I grew up in a very conservative church environment and went to the First Baptist Church down in Macon, grew up in the First Baptist Church in Jackson, Louisiana, and the woman in the pulpit was encouraging people to close their Bibles and open their hymnal and spend more time there instead of the Bible. I didn't know what to expect. It was a very upside down world having grown up the way I did, and I realized that my college career was essentially the world challenging me to build my own worldview. And either you're going to embrace the view of the apathetic world, or you're going to embrace a view that values something. And the question is, what do you believe? What's your worldview? I can't speak for you, I'll speak for me. My worldview is I believe there's a heaven, there's a hell, there's a last day. I'm on the winning team. I don't have to be a brain jackass every day because I know how it ends. I've read the story. It ends with a guy on a pale horse and Johnny Cash singing backup music. And it'll happen. Some of you will disagree with that. You'll have your own worldview. It's totally fine. I think my worldview is right. You'll think your worldview is right. The question is, do you have one? We're in this weird realignment. A lot of people keep asking me, what's going on? The conservative movement, what does it stand for? Some conservatives now think things that they were diametrically opposed to just 5-6 years ago. Some progressives all of a sudden think, my views aren't working out so well. Maybe I need to go the other direction. What do you believe? How do you express your beliefs? It matters. And it really does matter now. You're at the age where you have to start thinking about these things. You're at the age where what you think now will begin to shape your direction in life in the future. There will be some of you in this room who things don't work out so well. And the question will be, was it really someone else's fault, or are you trying to blame the world for your own fault? And will you get angry about it? Some of you will work out very well, and the question will be, does it work out so well you forget all the other people around you? Or do you recognize that the world or God, whatever your worldview is, has been generous to you, so you'll be generous to other people? Will you give back to an organization like this and credit it with helping you form your worldview? What will you do? It matters, and it probably matters more than you realize, because you're at the point where you're probably not thinking, what is my worldview? But it matters right now in particular more than it did when I was here 28 years ago, because when I was here then, the entire conservative movement in America kind of agreed on the same stuff. Now it kind of doesn't. Everybody's squabbling with each other. And the most amazing thing, if we're really honest about it, is most of the fights inside the conservative movement aren't over a whole lot. It's like campuses, academics, the faculty, they always squabble over the most meaningless things. And they're always the most violent fights too. But everybody has their hill to die on. The question is, are you gonna die on every hill, or do you have a worldview good enough so that you know that you can't die on every hill? You have to pick which ones you're going to die on, because there will come a time where you have to pick that fight. The fight where you have to decide what you're the hill you'll die on.